And I can't let no whole lie. I don't feel these rappers, so they lie, using prophecy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Niggas think I'm proud, I don't give a fuck what they tell. We shit like one. People humming one of us, you might lose his diaper. Circle up and sail up, never got me stressing it. Anything that gets an access to them, I got blessing it. If they off your blood, then you know I'm gonna get active with you. Fuck your opposition, I see vision. Let me pay the rich. Rappers play they spin, I ain't listening. You back to pick up hands, who's gonna go and die? Show that bitch like Dragon Round War. We gonna run the song, it's gonna be historical. Don't they make it play, make them niggas call audible. If you run this shit, well, the question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me the cookies with the hole. I'm gonna get you like a damn should've never kidding on my face. Baby, you brother, could I be the last nigga stand? Doing like singing for a nigga, how you understand? I'ma put a switch on this guy and throw it in your face. How you real trigger, know the dot, you a bird for it. Drink it in, nigga, what's the thing to a cow leader? What he said, so I can hear this shit like hell. Oh, who got this gun? It's a who gon' hold that piper. I turn the bad situation to a game change. Something from your dead. This ain't what you change for his shot. Someone look like Eric Jones without trying to live up on that in the street. You don't never get that hand paid. Bitch about 10%. I don't want to hear none of that. He jumping score 5. Just make sure you get that cover back. Look around. He ain't with trying because he never was. Now my team like you with the 80 for your cover back. I don't want to be with you for it. Dark him like Alpo. Blame if he wants slaying in the trunk like he's Alpo. Certified runner says, nigga, I'm not a car. Yeah, with that hollow stuff. Yeah, this the real car. Feel like getting check when I'm in bed, feeling free for it. Feel up on my brain, still I think it's all that I want. Getting boy loud, they don't stop, they call it Elroy. Fucking gang, come on the demons like a hellboy. Christianity, the home for white supremacy. The real religion is black. Jesus Christ was a nigga. We scholars in the scriptures. Fuck your false doctrine. I'm a gangster. I can't go to church. Hate false prophets. I face the east and break work the sons. I love your peace and I don't need your love. I'm gonna have slaves when the kingdom come. I've seen my adversary teaming up, but they ain't ready for war. And if they is, we gon' bring it to them. I'm still made this reap up and die. White man the devil, he was so a liar. They trust the snake, Jesus called the Bible. I you love everybody, but we the ones dying. I'm bloodthirsty, pray my enemies drop dead. I'm nothing God saved, but won't forget it for they sins. Niggas hypocrites, I just want slaughter in my hands. A sword and crown and give my kids. Home and truth, we in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get now. I got niggas sitting down when getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get now. I got niggas sitting down when getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. And I can never be a fool from the name of the box. If you don't serve the most high, then you curse by God. Yahweh my Hashem, Yahweh shine like a God. Kwame Yashaba, still a king, now with God. I got wisdom from the prophets, but I'm in the belly of the beast trying to make it out. I know the truth, so I keep transgressing the law. For a long time, was a rebel without a cause. I was called by the Lord, I feel like the poor man with a dog in his sword. Gave from my neighborhood, but on all the stores. The church on that corner and my niggas still destroyed. We live in the time we don't really give a glory. Man, the Lord still prison is a war. I got a Glock, but brother live the real life. You practice killing at my yacht, but it's still paid. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down, who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. Home of the truth, you ain't in this house. I was lost in the world, but I get it now. I got niggas sitting down, who ain't getting out. You ain't ready for a baby, but don't kill your child. What it do? 50 call leader. Yeah. We see them do, but we a call leader. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a call leader. Yeah. Well, listen, I'm a call leader. Yeah. They say I'm in the call. They say a nigga lost, but I done lost it all. Family and all, they didn't get involved. Niggas want the ball, son want to stall. Back at
Shalom, Israel. UBK, Northern California, about to get this Sabbath service started. Let's give it up for the Most High. You know what I mean? Getting us made it available for us to be here. You know what I mean? I'm here to do this work. So with that, I want to say imagine. Get to the Lord's Prayer. Oh, shit.
So just rinse it out in the bathroom real quick, real fast. Just rinse the water here. Charlotte.
Now we're going to get into the Lord's Prayer. What's upon Hakadam, turn and face the east.
All right, we'll start the Lord's Prayer. In the Hebrew, Abanawa,
Abanawa,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Shemaya,
Kodash,
Kodash,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Shemkah,
Shemkah,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Malakuskah,
Malaka,
Taba'ah,
Taba'ah,
Batazayaka,
Batazayaka,
Hayah,
Ayah,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Ba'aratazah,
Arakaza,
Kawa,
Kawa,
Hayah,
Hayah,
Bashemayim,
Bashemaya,
Batulanawa,
Tabanawa,
Bakam,
Lakam,
Cal,
Cal,
Yawam,
Yubam,
Wasalaknawa,
Wasalaknawa,
Kabawasnawa,
Kabawaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kasalaknawa,
Kabawasyanawa,
Kabawaknawa,
Wala'ah,
Rabah,
Kabayanawa,
Kabiyanawa,
Manasaya 1,
Manasai 1,
Abor,
Oh,
Kawashayanawa,
Shayanawa,
Mayan,
Mayan,
Ra,
Ra,
Kayalaka,
Kayalaka,
Amalakwa,
Malakwa,
Wahala,
Allah,
Wahatapara,
Watapara,
the Iowalamia.
I will love you.
Amen.
Amen.
In English,
In the English, our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done
thy will be done
in earth
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts
Forgive us our debts
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us
but deliver us
from evil.
from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom
and the power,
and the power
and the glory,
and the glory
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
Amen.
Amen.
we're going to Hakak the power, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai,
Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai,
Baba Kushab,
Baba Shai,
Latunda now,
the thunder now,
Hakak,
Hakat,
Hakak,
Hakat,
La Rapa'ah,
Ra'ah,
Kal Makala,
Kal Makala,
Kel Madawa,
Kal Marawa,
Hakat,
Hakat,
La Tahar,
Tahar,
Hamatazarium,
Amatazarian,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Bahakwium,
the Hartwheel,
Mahathium,
Mahathir,
Hakat,
Hakat,
Al Rakawa,
Al-Rakawa,
Amata'ala,
Amata'ala,
Lagarshan,
the
Darshan,
Bahashim Yahushai,
Hashem Yahshai,
Wadaman,
the water of none. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh,
please give us the power,
please give us the power,
power to heal all manner of sickness
the power
to
to
heal
heal
all manner of sickness,
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
the power to cleanse the leper,
the power to raise the dead,
the power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
the power against unclean
to
spirits,
cast them out.
to cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh,
thank
thank
you.
you.
So be it.
So be it.
we're going to bless Israel, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai,
Yahweh Hashem Yahshai,
Barak Lanaw,
Barak Lanaw,
Wayasharala,
Wayasharah,
Wahaya Bayak,
Wahayabayah,
Zaparia,
Safari,
Barak,
Barak,
Raka'ah,
Rapa'ah,
Magun,
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 Hashem Yahushai,
Hashem Yahshai,
the water of mud.
the water of none. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh,
bless us
bless us
and Israel
and Israel
and the school.
and the school.
Bless,
Bless,
heal,
heal,
shield,
shield,
protect
protect
the Thompson family,
the Thompson family,
the Gibbs family,
the Gibbs family,
the Harris family,
the Harris family,
the Warren family,
the Warren family,
the Price family,
the Price family,
the Buck family,
the Buck family,
and the Taylor family.
and the Taylor family.
That's it.
Go ahead, young man.
the Knight family,
The Knight family,
the Mayberry family,
the Mayberry family,
the Borderline,
the Borderline,
and the Marios.
the Murillo. In the name of Yahweh Shai,
In the name of Yahweh,
thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, we're going to Psalms 121. In the Hebrew, Aisha'ah,
Aisha,
Ayanya,
Ayanya,
Al-Hahariam,
Ahori,
Ma'ayan,
Ma'ayan,
Yaba'ah,
Yaba'ah,
Isariah,
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 Ma'an,
Ma'ayin,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Aisha,
Aisha,
Shamayom,
Shemayam,
Wa'aratiza,
Wa'aratiza,
Al-Yathan,
Al-Yathan,
Lamawat,
number one,
Regalka,
Regalia,
Al-Yanawam,
Al-Yanawam,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Anah,
Anah,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yanawam,
Yanawam,
Wala'ah,
Wala'ah,
Yayashan,
Yayashan,
Shawamar,
Shawamar,
Yasharal,
Yasharala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Shamarka,
Shamarka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Tazalka,
Tazalka,
Al-Yad,
Al-Yad,
Yamyaka,
Yamyaka,
Yamawam,
Yawamam,
Ashamash,
Hashamash,
La'ah,
La'ah,
Yakakat,
Yakaka,
Wayarak,
Wayara,
Aliyallah,
Ba'ala,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamarka,
Yashamarka,
Makel
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Afna Pashka,
Afna Pashka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Yashamar,
Yashamar,
Taza Afka,
Taza Afka,
Waba wa Afka,
Wabwa Afka,
Wa'if al Walam,
I will love. In English, I will lift up my eyes
I will lift up my eyes
to the hills,
unto the hills,
from which cometh my help.
from which cometh my help.
My help cometh from the power
My help cometh from the power,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in.
from this time forth
From this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
All right. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew, Alahayim,
Ahayim,
Al Damayalaka,
Al-Dayalaka,
All, Takarash,
Dakarash,
All Dashaplat,
Wa'al Dasharat,
All, Kayahana,
Kayahana,
Awiyabika,
Awayabika,
Yahamayawam,
Yahamayawam,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al Imaka,
Al-Aimaka,
Yairon Yamwa,
Ya'irayimwa,
Sawada,
Sawadah,
Wayada Yaitazawa,
Wayataya Aitazwa,
Al Tazapan one Yaka,
Al-Tazapawa Yaka,
Amorwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakida,
Magalia,
Magalia,
Wala'a,
Wala'ah,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Shem Yasharala,
Shem Yasharala,
Iwada,
Awudah,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Na'aitazawa,
Aitazwa,
Lava,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
El Yaka,
Al-Yakad,
Baryak,
Barya,
Yakarafwa,
Yakarafwa,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Alawam,
Alawam,
Waya Shemai,
Wayashashmai,
Alayam,
Alayam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Mahagarium,
Wahagarium,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amawan,
Amalak,
Ba'amalak,
Alashah,
Balashah,
Aynishabia,
Anishabia,
House of War,
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Zerawa,
Zerawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Nabanyaluwat,
Salah,
Salah,
Ashalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kaimabian,
Kaimagin,
Asaya,
Kasaya,
Sara'ah,
Sarah,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Onakal,
Bangal,
Wayashwan,
Wayashman,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Ayan,
Ayan,
Ara,
Ara,
Ayawa,
Ayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
Adama,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nadab Mawa,
Nadaya Mawa,
Ka'ira,
Kaira,
Wakaza'ava,
Wakazababa,
Wakazabak,
Wakazabak,
Wakatazal,
Wakazazal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kaunasaya Kamwa,
Cal Nasaya Kamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nayar Rashat,
Nairashat,
Manawa,
Manawa,
Na'awa,
Na'awa,
Alahayim,
Alahayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagalula,
Kagawila,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapunya Rarakat,
Napanyo Rawakat,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Lava Ira Ya Ira,
Lava Ira Ya Ira,
Wakala Haba,
Wakala Abba,
Alahat,
Talahat,
Arayam,
Arayam,
Kan,
Khan,
Herodotma,
Teredatma,
Asa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Babasa Waspaka,
Wabasawa Papa,
Abahalam,
Baba Alam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Anyaham,
Panyaham,
Walawam,
Walawan,
Waya the Kwashwa,
Waya Kwashwa,
Shuka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Waya Bahawa,
Waya Bahawa,
Ayya
Aya,
Waya Kapara,
Waya Kapar,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa,
Waya the Iwa,
Waya Daiwa,
Kaya Ata,
Kaya Ada,
Shimka,
Shimka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Al Yanawam,
Al-Yawan,
Al Kaha Arakaza,
Al-Kahar Ramazan. Keep not thy silence,
Keep not thy silence,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh.
for lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
And they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation.
from being the nation.
That the name of Israel
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom
The tabernacle of Edom
and the Ishmaelites
and the Israelites
of Moab
of Moab
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Cabal
Gabal
and Ammon
and Ammon
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
who the inhabitants of Tyre.
Asher also is joined with them.
Asher also joined with
They
them.
have hope in the children of Lot.
They have opened the children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a ram,
Make their nobles like a ram,
and like Zeeb.
and like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
that all their princes of Salakia, all their princes as Zabah,
let all their princes as Sabah,
and as Zalmunna,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh
the houses of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
O my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stubble before the wind,
as a stubble before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on
and
fire.
as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempests,
with thy temper,
and make them afraid
and make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded,
let them be confounded,
troubled forever.
troubled forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to
and
shame
perish,
and perish,
that men may know
so that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the Most High
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
We'll say, sorry, we'll turn to page 12. The sharp, which means you can be seated. We're gonna pick up where we left off at, which is Numbers 10 and 31. We'll get into it in the Hebrew.
Okay.
You said it's broadcast.
All right, Numbers 10 and 31 in the Hebrew. Waya Amar, Al, Na, Ta'azah, Tanawa, Kaya, Al, Khan, Yada I, Kanaf, Nawa, Bama Dabar, Waya, Waha, Ya, Lanawa, La'ai, Yanyam, 32, Waya, Waha, Ya, Kaya, Lak, I'm Nawa, Wahaya, Hatawa, Hahawa'a, Ashar, Yatadyab, Yahweh, Ainawa, Wahatabnawa, Laka, 33, Wayasaiwa, Mahar, Yahweh, Darak, Shalashaf, Yawamyam, Wa'arawan, Barayaf, Yahweh, Nasai, Lapanyaham, Darak, Shalashaf, Yawamyam, Latha Laham, Manawaka, 34. Wa'anan, Yahweh, Al-Yaham, Yawamam, Banasa'ain, Man, Hamakana, 35. Haya, Banasai, Ha'aran, Waya Amar, Masha, Kwawama, Yahweh, Wayapatazawa, Ayabyaka, Wayanaswa, Masha Nayaka, Mapanyaka, 36. Wabanaka, Ya'amar, Shawaba, Yahweh, Rababwa, Lapya, Yasharal. All right, Numbers 11 and 1. Wayahaya, Ha'ain, Da Nanwam, Kamathanawam, Rai, Ba'azanya, Yahweh, Waya Shemai, Yahweh, Yahakar, Akwa, Watabarai, Bum, Al, Yahweh, Akar, Taza, Hamakahan. All right. All right. Numbers 10 and 31. And he said, leave us not, I pray thee, for as much as thou knowest how are the encamp in the wilderness, and thou mayest be to us instead of eyes. And thou may be to us instead of eyes. 32. It shall be, if thou go with us, yea, it shall be, that what goodness of the Lord shall do unto us, the same will do unto thee. 33. And they departed from the mount of the Lord 3 days' journey. And the ark of the covenant of the Lord went before them in the 3 days' journey to search out a resting place for them. 34. And the cloud of the Lord was upon them by day, when thou went out to camp, went up of the camp. 35. And it came to pass, when the ark set forward, that Moses said, Rise up, Lord, and let thine enemies be scattered, and let them that hate thee flee before thee. And when it rests, he said, Return, O Lord, unto the many thousands of Israel. Numbers 11:1. And when the people complained, it displeased the Lord, and the Lord heard it, and his anger was kindled. And the fire of the Lord burnt among them, and consumed them that were in the uttermost parts of the camp.
Hey, that's a heavy statement right there, man. The last part. Hey, although the beautiful things the Most High had did for these people, some of them still wasn't grateful. You know what I mean? Some of them still wanted to be under the rulership of the Pharaoh. Some of them thought that the things that they were doing were too hard. The task that the Most High had placed them with was too much. And they'd rather go back and not deal with the uncertainties of the thing that the promises that was to come to them, and get back under the wicked rulership of the Pharaoh, man. These brothers and sisters, and that's a big thing you see going on today. This is why brothers and sisters lean on the fact that no man can be perfect. Me and the young man just talking about this. But this is a prime example of don't even try. You know what I mean? Don't. Despite all the blessings the Most High is showing you, and he's showing you that just believing in him, just by following him, they're gonna be so much more to come for you. They don't want it. They don't want the rewards of the Most High. They'd rather be a nation of heathens. It's more appealing for Israelites today to be heathens, man. I sit back and I watch them, and we go out and we teach all the time. We teach that you are the chosen people. They don't want that. They don't want to be that nation of people. They want to be a nation of heathens, so they can do whatever they want to do. They don't want to take on the laws of the Most High. They don't want to be in order. They like being out of line. They like the strip club. They like going to the Freaknik. They like, you know what I mean? They like what's that thing that happens over at Mardi Gras? They like Mardi Gras. They like all these other things that promote Sodom and Gomorrah, that promotes a wicked state. You understand? Did you have something?
No.
Okay.
So like if I made the Freaknik.
Yeah, the Freaknik, yeah, definitely. Man, they like that. You know what I mean? And they'd rather go back, they'd rather deal with the ways of America, because America says you can do that. You know what I mean? Why you gonna, man, did you see the breast on that sister? If I go this way, she already said we can kick it. But if I go this way, then I'm not gonna deal with that sister, because that sister's not right. You know what I mean? Which one easier? According to somebody in the world, dealing with that sister is it's definitely easier. But like the Lord said, once you come into the law, statutes, and commandments, his will is not grievous. It's nothing for a brother in the truth to turn and say, I'm not dealing with that sister. That's easier, because the backlash is going to be, now you're going to have to pay for what you did when you went against that sister. And brothers don't want that. You know what I mean? They don't want the repercussions. They don't want the recoil. They don't want that kickback. Although they probably could have had a hell of a time with that sister, y'all. No. Hey, it ain't that. It ain't better than what she gonna have. That right there is not better than what the Most High has planned for me.
God.
So
Oh, God.
that's what they fighting with out here in this thing. After seeing all the blessings and everything, it's like a brother up in here. After you see all these blessings, how could you go turn away from it? You go ahead.
That's a lot of what made. You know, what you're saying is super heavy. And because a lot of that, you know what I'm saying, we blame our so-called leaders like, you know, these pastors, you know what I'm saying, in these Christian churches, which is the house of Satan, you know what I'm saying. They tell you can go and do this, you can go and do that, you know, which has nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying, what the laws have in Leviticus. You know, we follow what, you know what I'm saying, our leaders, so-called leaders say, and not follow what the Most High say. So a lot of that is to blame on our leaders, saying, you know what I'm saying, you leave up out of these Christian churches, and then you go into the Red Lobster. This is all in the same day. You know, you going to commit more sin, you know, after you done read the word of the Bible, you know what I'm saying, they have people confused about how we supposed to, you know, do these law, statutes, and commandments. You know, we just think it's just, you know, okay.
It's a lot if I made to not cut in on you, but not to piggyback, but to lamb back off of what you're saying. Hey, the pastor set it up to meet at Red Lobster.
Right.
We having a feast day today. They call that, the Lord said a feast day consisted of meat. If you understand what meat is for nourishing of the body. Christ, the Lord, called shrimp an abomination, which means that's harmful to your body. So that's not meat. That's not a feast. You understand? That's poison. The pastor is setting you up to be poisoned, man. He's telling you we having a feast day at Red Lobster, and ain't nothing festive coming out of that. Your body's not going to be nourished.
Right.
You're gonna be poisoned. It's like, can you help me, brother? Oh, you go ahead.
Your soul definitely ain't being nourished, you know. You
Hell
so-called
yeah.
just left the, you know what I'm saying? We know it's the house of Satan, but you so-called left what you call the house of the Lord, but you going and doing what's in the Leviticus that tell you not to do. You meeting there while the pastor is giving you, like you said, while the pastor is giving you these so-called feast days and you know, giving you what you actually don't want. You know, you don't want these so-called feast days that the pastor is telling you to
You
meet at
don't
the
want that. You don't want
Red
that.
Lobster. You know, come Christmas time, they decorating the churches with all this. You know what I'm saying? It says in Jeremiah what we should be doing as far as Christmas. You know, the July the 4th, which is coming up. You know, celebrating Independence Day. We ain't had no independence. We still have someone. You know what I'm saying? We still have an oppressor on our neck. We're not free from, you know,
Right.
we free from chains on our neck, but we ain't free from the chains on our mind, which, you know, we still have. You know, that's why we say we wake up the dead. It ain't no spooky thing. We going into the graveyard, and you know, some of the people out of the ground. No, we wake up the dead for the people that's still here. You know what I'm saying? And changing their perspective on what they've learned from these Christian churches.
Right.
We got to get out of that. We got to get out of that perspective that, you know, what these pastors and stuff is telling us, because it ain't doing nothing but keeping us in sin, you know, with the Most High.
You trying to come up? You trying to come up?
How much more you got going?
We just started really good. Okay.
Yeah.
Shoot. Where we at?
Leviticus 11:2.
Numbers 11:2. Numbers 11:2, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. It's not. No, it's not. Still got Leviticus 2.
We all one. So we got doozy right here. I ain't got to the Hebrew in a minute.
So
You better come on, get it. I don't want to step.
No, sir. So,
Yeah, he for time. First word took me out.
all right, Leviticus 11 and 2 in the Hebrew, Waya Taza Ike, Hamai, Ha'im, so like Ha'im, Al, Masha, Waya Ta Palal, Masha, Al, Yahweh, Wata Sha Kwai, Ha'al,
Ha'ash.
Ha'ash, yes, so like Ha'ash. Verse 3, Waya Kwara, Sham, Hama Kwai Wam, Hahawa'a, Taba Ira, Kaya, Ba'ira, Bum, Ash, Yahweh, verse 4, Waha'a, Sap, Ashar, Bakwa Rabwa, Hata Awa, Wa, Waya Shabwa, Waya Bakwa, Gum, Banyam, Yasharala, Waya Amarwa, Maya, Ya'akal Nawa, Bashar, verse 5, Zakar Nawa, Hadaga, Ashar, Na'akal, Bama Tazaryam, Kanam, Hakwashayam, let me see, Ha'abasakyam,
As Slovakia. Bat. Yeah, Bat. Kayam.
Batkayam, Wa'af, Hakatazar Yar, Wa'af, Habatazayim, Wa'af, Hashawamyam, verse 6, Wa'aita, Napash Nawa, Yabasha, Ayan, Ka, Balafia, Haman, Ayanyanawa. Okay. Verse 7, Wahaman, Kazarai, Gad, it's like a Gad, Hawa'a, Wa'ayanwa, Ka'ayan, Habadalak, verse 8, Shatwa, Ha'ain, Wala, Kwai, Watakanwa, Barakyam, Ao, Dakwa, Bamadaka, Wabashawa, Bapaparawar, let me see, Baparawar,
Yeah.
Wa'aishwa, Afwa, Iga Wath, Wahaya,
Wow.
Wahaya,
Yeah, kind of slide. Wow, yeah.
Ta'ainwa, let me see, Kata'ain, La Shad, Hashaman. All right, Numbers 11 and 2. And the people cried unto Moses, Slavi. And when Moses prayed unto the Lord, the fire was quenched.
So this was when the people when we turned our back on the Lord and He caused fire to come down upon us.
Yeah.
So when we turned around and was like, all right, well, damn. Then we went to Moses, and Moses was like, all right, man, y'all got to stop playing with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? That's the chief thing you want to get out of anything. The Lord gets you through something. Don't turn around and go back to what you was doing, because you about to get something worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't play with your life. Don't play with the Most High. Keep going.
Verse 3. And he called the name of the place Tabarah, because the fire of the Lord burnt among them. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lust.
Fell a lusting. Yeah,
So
so
a lusting.
mixed multitude being Israelites that believed and Israelites that didn't believe in Moses. But we was all following Moses. And any other nations that came with us at that point was just servants to us. It wasn't a mixed multitude of, we all believe in the same God. You know what I'm saying? We're going through the wilderness. So, depending on how far in the story we are, we know that the other nations around about us, they spying on us and trying to figure out how can they destroy us even in this wilderness. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the Christians, they believe mixed multitude is, just
You walk with Moab and
yeah, you know what I'm saying? We have
that was everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No, it's people just like we're a mixed multitude in America. It's people that believe Commanding General Yohanan is the leader of all blacks, Latinos, and natives, and it's people that don't believe it. But when Christ comes back with them angels, the people that don't believe, they're only going to make it to mercy. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make it on the spaceships by making our calling and our election sure. So our burden is more heavy than theirs, but more of them will be taken out when Christ comes back, because if the mercy is going to be of the Lord, it ain't going to be based on the lifestyle that they've lived. You know what I'm saying? Because the lifestyle that they've lived has been far from God. You know what I'm saying? Whereas the lifestyle that we lead, it puts us under a microscope, but it puts us in a better position. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot about me. And this times we in our prayers we saying we wake up the dead. We waking up the dead of our people. We ain't going to the graveyard and people coming up out the ground. We waking up the dead and people that still here with us. You know what I'm saying, to change their mind in how we should be serving the Lord.
Right. And specifically those that are falling into lust.
Right. Come. And the children of Israel also wept again and said, who shall give us flesh to eat?
So they was lusting over foods, you know what I'm saying? And that's how you'll be in the wilderness. Like, damn, I just want something I remember, you know what I'm saying? So they was whatever it was, you know what I'm saying? They wanted that thing instead of recognizing what the Lord had set before them, which is the promised land. I'm taking y'all to a land flowing with milk and honey, meaning it's the best land.
it's the best place to live on, be on earth. I'm taking y'all out of that desert that was Egypt. You know what I'm saying? Where all these plagues happen. I'm taking you to a land that I've watered my damn self. You know what I'm saying? But when you're coming out of captivity, all you're gonna think about is your belly. You know, what makes you feel good, what fills you up, that's your lust. Keep going.
Okay. Numbers 11, verse 5. We remember the fish.
That's all we're thinking about. Oh man, we remember the fish. Oh man, the salmon, all that tilapia and what's that? The catfish. Oh my God.
Is that the thing that used to make you comfortable?
Yeah, because that's what they think about. Yeah, they think about that old man. Cause I used to catch catfish right on the Nile.
Right.
That's all we thinking about what we had in Egypt. Like it was so good, you know. Because now we're in this wilderness. Keep going.
Which we did eat in Egypt freely.
Freely. Just grab that. Grab it. Go to the market. Fish. Now look at this. You're just looking ahead and you see a desert plain and nothing that you remember that made life easy. And life gotta get hard to get good. You gotta go through some hardship, especially if somebody promising you something. You gotta get to the promise. That's why I call it the promised land. You gotta get there. You can't get it, and it don't just pop up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta work. You gotta walk. You have to do something to get what's actually good for you. Go ahead.
If I make some real quick, what do you think the purpose of why people fell in? And this is just basic. This is one instance, but one brothers and sisters fall in love with that damn catfish the way they did. Was it because it was so easily caught to catch, like you said, or was it because it was what was fed to them?
Yeah, it would be the second one because it was what was fed. So just like we're fed, what's coming up? What holiday is coming up next? Memorial Day? No, not ours. The white man.
Oh yeah, Memorial.
There's a Memorial Day. Then it's gonna be now Juneteenth. Cinco de Mayo. Yep. Then Juneteenth is now the white man's holiday.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that you just get fed that so long that you don't want nothing different. You just like, what you mean? I'm getting my presents on December 25th. Like, you know, if you got a job, you can buy something that you want whenever you want. You ain't gotta, and you don't have to blame the kids because you really just a big ass kid. What you saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. It was what we were raised in, just like Christianity. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Our kids are going to get raised with this. So that's all they're going to know. So it's really, it would be the same thing if you tried to un-UPK a UPK kid. You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, no, we eat any food you can find. You eat that. He'd be like, ew, man, like that ain't what I'm used to. You know what I'm saying? No, we celebrate Christmas right here. I'm like, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's brainwashing is what it really is.
It's like if I made it. And the Christian churches are blaming a lot of this stuff too, because you know they know these laws, but you know you saying you going out to go get you some, I'm going to get me some catfish, you know, hey, bring me some back. You know, they just keep the perpetuated lie going, you know, and we don't have no idea we doing wrong because our Christian pastor's not telling us that, you know, no, you don't supposed to be doing that. Go to Leviticus, you know what I'm saying? Everything with fins and scales is what we're supposed to be eating, which is clean. Which is clean cuts.
Read verse 4 again, and then we're going to read all of verse 5.
Come. And the mixed multitude that was among them fell a lusting, and the children of Israel also wept again, and said, who shall give us flesh to eat? And we remember the fish we did eat in Egypt freely, the cucumbers and the melons and the leeks and the onions and the garlic.
None of that was unlawful. It's just they remember how I used to get it. Man, we used to eat. Like it was just, I wake up in the morning, I go to Walmart. Now this is hard, man. Fish, like all that was lawful to eat. But that's what we got used to this culture of it just being there. You just wake up, let me just go down the street, you know what I'm saying, grab up some food for dinner tonight. Now we in the wilderness and it's like, what we gonna eat? So now all they thinking about is how they used to have it. You know what I'm saying? How easy it was before.
So basically, the way that everything is being geared and what is it called? The way that food is being outpriced and outsourced and everything is damn near gearing us back to that time when we used to be able to just go get food, but now you gotta think, how the hell am I gonna get such and such and such and such? So it's damn near like being back in the wilderness.
Circle of goddamn life. Like my rib was talking about that the other day. She said that the way that they're injecting the animals with the antibiotics is causing the people that eat the food, the meat, to be immune to different antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? To the point where the only way you're going to be able to eat fresh, real fresh food is you're going to have your own farm. You know what I'm saying? So life is really turning back around to where the Walmarts, while it's nice, is going to get irrelevant. I mean, it's going to become obsolete because you're going to be like, this is actually hurting me. You know what I'm saying? Especially a day you own a farm is the day you really probably just be like, yeah, no, I'll never go and shop at a supermarket. You get your eggs, and you be like, you'll probably go, if you have chickens laying eggs, like shout out to the UBK over there in I think we in Louisiana or something like that. We got a big old farm or something like that. Shout out to that. But the day that's just your regular life, you look at an egg from like I know I'll be going to the supermarket, I'll be getting a triple A egg. They be like that big because I just want more egg to crack. But then when you got your own farm, you like it's not eggs be like that.
Right.
What the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like we naturally want bigger pieces of chicken, bigger whoop-whoops, and all these different things. But I was eating sludge. I was eating some KFC yesterday. I said, this is rats. This gotta be a damn rat. It's too many bones. It's too many bones, man. Like what the? I make chicken at home. I know what a drumstick look like. I know what a thigh look like. What the hell is all of this grizzly shit on the back of the damn thigh? This is rat. I ain't eating KFC no more. I don't give a damn. You not? I'm not. Not KFC yesterday. Oh man. I'll eat some churches, but I ain't eating no damn KFC no more.
Damn, that's heavy, sir. You
funny. All right, keep going.
All right, Numbers chapter 11, verse 6. But now our soul is dried away. There is nothing at all besides the manna before our eyes.
So we over here mad that we get manna, because manna is really thin bread, right? And it's small, all right? And this is what the Lord has given us. You know what I'm saying? So all we do is think about when we have plenty. Now, we ain't getting You mean angel food ain't nothing? You rather have some stuff that the Egyptians give you, but God, we saw the Lord deliver us, and we still like, man, this ain't enough. You know what I'm saying? Because we are a stiff-necked, hard-hearted people. That's what the Lord said in Ezekiel, if I'm not mistaken. If he had done what he did for us to another nation, they'd follow the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? We just, you know, we rough around the edge. We black. We Latino, we native. We just don't, nothing impresses us. I don't care. I got a cousin that can make mana. No, nigga, he can't make mana. This is coming from the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like that. So we're unappreciative. You know what I'm saying? And that's usually what kills us anyway. You know what I'm saying? We think the grass is greener back on the plantation. Not even on the other side of the hill. We think the grass is green on the plantation. No, it ain't. It's better the way we get it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But we haven't changed in all history.
So like is manna a bread? Is that, I mean, what is it? Like a grain or something?
It's actually about to go into it.
Okay.
Verse 7.
Verse 7. And the manna was a coriander seed. Okay.
It was as coriander seed.
Coriander seed. And the color thereof as the color of
Bdellium.
Bdellium?
Yeah, just the B side. So let's look up coriander. The manna was as coriander seed. Let's look see what that looked like. One moment. Coriander. So it's, how would I describe it? It's almost like something you would have to damn near finish making, right? It's as coriander seed. Don't mean it's coriander seed, but it's small type of thing. You probably would just have to kind of grind it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't like that.
It's like, so they making the tortilla, they getting the stuff to make the tortilla.
It's damn near like that. You know what I'm saying?
So like, it would be, if we grew corn, but this is like the grains coming from the
It's
heavens.
yeah, it's like barley. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that you gotta and all that, and then you gotta do whatever out.
Knead it.
Work that he does together.
Yeah, you know, you gotta prepare it and stuff like that. But it ain't what you're used to, but it's feeding you. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make the ends meet, you know what I'm saying? And we just weren't appreciative of the fact that, you know, it was from the Lord. All right.
Numbers chapter 11, verse 8. And the people went about and gathered it and ground it in the mills.
Like I just said, it's like seeds, coriander, and you gotta grind it in the mills. Keep going.
Or beat it in a mortar
What's that?
and baked it in the pans, in bake it in pans, and made cakes of it. And the taste of it was as the taste of fresh oil.
Man, it wasn't flavorful, but like damn, it's still you know what to do with it when you see it. You know, it's like if you ever watch them chef shows and they give them a dish to do, and then before you know it, they in there, they know exactly what I'm gonna do this with it, and I'm gonna make that. I'm gonna get a little whoop and whoop. You can do something with it,
Right.
but instead of appreciating that, we over here tripping. Salaki, 1 second. Hey, Salaki, I'm in the middle of teaching class, but yeah, about shit, I'm sure about that. Kasar Bakai? Okay. Hey, Salaki, I heard about it. Let me call you back in like 30 minutes. All right, got that. All right, shit. All right, hey, can you call Kasar Bakai and have him holler at Mataya?
Come.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
All right, and Numbers chapter 11, verse 9. Wabaradah.
Salakia. You got a Hebrew Bible app? Okay, so what you want to do is you want to go on your phone. You want to type in on your app store. You want to type in bilingual Bible. Yeah. And you want one that's going to have English and Hebrew. Like the one I got, it says the verse in English, and then underneath it has the Hebrew. You see something looking like it?
I see bilingual Bible, multi-language.
All right, cool, yeah. So it's Lord allow it is you just want in English and Hebrew, and then we'll talk about it more after this and stuff like that. But I just want to make sure you have it. All right. Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hatar, Al, Hamakana, La Yala, Yarad, Haman, Al Yawa, verse 10. Waya Shemai, Masha, Af, Ha'ain, Barak, Makar, La Mashapan, Kaf Yawa, Ayash, Lapa, Lapatak, Ahol, Wayakar, see, up, Yahweh, Ma'ad, Waba, Ayanya, Masha, Rai, verse 11, Waya Amar, Masha, Al, Yahweh, Lama, Hara'ai, Hara'aith, La'abadka, Walama, La'a, Matazafya, Kun, Ba'ayanyaka, Lasha Wam, Af, Masha, Cal, Amai, Hazah, Al-Ya, verse 12, Ha'anatya, Harayathya, Af, Cal, Amai, Hazah, Anakya, Yaladafya, Laladaf, let me see, Laladaf,
Yeah, Hawa.
let me see,
Yeah,
connected,
La
Yahwa,
Yada. Yeah, La
Yahwa,
is
La,
Ya.
Yaladaf,
Mm-hmm.
Yahwa,
Mm-hmm.
Kaya, Fa'amar, Al-Ya, Sha, let me see, Sha, Afwa, Shahawa, Bakwa Yak, yeah, Baka Yaka, Ka'amar, Ya'ash, yes, let me see, Yasha, Ha'amam, Af, Haya, Nak, Al, Ha'adama, Ashar, Nashabai, Aif, La'abaf, Yawa, 13, Ma'ayan, Laya, Bashar, Lataf, Lakal, Hamai, Hazar, Kaya, Yabakwa, Aya, Aya, La Amar, Tana, Lanawa, Bashar, Akala, 14, La'a, Awakal, Anapya, Labadya, Af, Kal, Hamai, Hazar, Kaya, Kabad, Bamanya. Let's see, okay, let's see. 15. Wa'am, Ka, Af, Asha, Laya, Haraganya, Na, Harag, Matazar, Taya, Kan, Ba'ayanyaka, Wa'al, Bara, Aifya, and 16. Okay, Numbers 11 and 9. And when the day dew fell upon the camp in the night, the manna fell upon it.
Okay, so it said, when the dew fell upon the camp in the night, which again, that word camp is very important, right? Because it is the one word that people are constantly mixing up, all right? Camp in Hebrew is machana, all right? So camp is not how they describe us. Like we are in different Israelite groups, right? Camp is what we do when we go to war. But right here in camp, it's talking about all Israel being gathered in one place. You know what I'm saying? That's the camp. And you got to see a bunch of people camping. It's as simple as that. It was intense. You know, it's what's so wild about Israelite culture is how much more it's Latino and Native than it is Black. You know what I'm saying? What's the Feast of Tabernacles? It's a representation of us when we was in the damn wilderness, living in outdoor dwellings. It wasn't no houses. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. The Feast of Unleavened Bread. It's like making tortillas all the damn time. It's more Latino and Native than it is Black, the way Black people try to make all Israel Black. Like, it's really preposterous and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But this camp is just us dwelling in the wilderness as a whole unit. You understand? So just to say that we weren't separated. These different camps, that's separation. But the camp of the Bible is us being together in one body. Keep going.
So like, if I may, basically it's almost like you're saying, we slept at night. Basically, this is where everybody gathered. This is where we go, everybody.
Because we were moving.
Right.
We weren't in one spot, right? That's why we had the shofar blow for when we, boom, this is what we're going to stage, and then boom, this is where we're going to move. Simple as that. Keep going.
Verse 10. Verse 10. Then Moses heard the people wept throughout their families, every man in the door of his tent.
Of his what?
Of his tent.
Of his house.
Of his tent.
Of his tent. Because that's how we was living nomadic. You know what I'm saying? Break down the camp, set up the camp. Dudes is weeping in the doors of their tent. Go ahead.
And the anger of the Lord was kindled greatly. Moses also was displeased.
You know what I'm saying? We whining. That's the problem. We over here whining, talking in our tents. Man, I'm sick of this damn model. Man. I don't want no more of this little thin ass bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the Black part of it. I won't eat burritos all the goddamn time. I'm clearly not Black. I eat burritos every damn day of the week. And some chicken. So I'm perplexed. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we over here tripping to the point where the Lord is like, these ungrateful niggas. And Moses was like, man, y'all gotta stop. Y'all pissing even me off. Go ahead.
Numbers 11:11. And Moses said unto the Lord, wherefore hast thou afflicted thy servant?
And Moses said unto the Lord, like, why you put this all over me? Why I gotta suffer? Why I gotta suffer these people? Damn. Go ahead.
They tripping not to me.
Right.
And wherefore have I not found favor in thy sight, that thou layest the burden of all these people upon me?
He like, damn, you hate me so much, you put me in charge of all of these ungrateful mother. Man. Oh my gosh, man. Like, the beautiful thing about the Bible is it ain't like this. He was just a great soldier, never cried, never got angry. Even Moses was like, man, I'm sick of these people, man. Why? You must not really love me, God, because you put me in charge of these ungrateful ass people. Keep going.
Numbers 11, verse 12. Have I conceived all this people?
Moses losing it. Like, did I bear them all? They all come out of my ride? Damn. Did I make them all? Go ahead.
I have begotten them, that thou shouldest say unto me, carry them in thy bosom, as a nurse father beareth the suckling child.
As a nursing father beareth the suckling child. Like, they think this a bunch of damn babies. That's what we sound like to them. We're just a bunch of damn, hey, they always whining, man. I split the Red Sea for them. I got them out of captivity, man. I made water come from the damn rock. I got them food, goddamn, like they just babies out here, man. Like, why are you putting me in charge of these damn babies, man? They're not my children. They're your children.
I gotta see after them like they all my children.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was weighing on them because it's like having a woman that complains all the damn time.
Right.
even when the sex is good, she complain like, damn, I made you come, you still got a problem? Shit. It's like that's how the people are. You wanted 10 orgasms. I gave you 10 orgasms. That wasn't enough now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's how we're acting, rather like unpleasable bitches, to be honest. You know what I'm saying?
So if I may, this is second to say that this is the time when Moses was the only one dealing with this. He didn't have.
Kind of, I think he set up his captainship.
Right.
All right, Numbers 11. 11, let me see, Numbers 11, 12 at the end. Unto the land which thou swearest unto their fathers.
You understand? Like he's the burden is getting them from captivity to the land and all of what he's suffering in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? It's weighing on him because it's really just trying to appease the people. Okay, look, we don't have all the fish and the garlic and the onions, the cucumbers, but look, I got something that's gonna work. And you're like, okay, I'll take it initially. And then 3 days later, like, oh, I'm tired of this money. Bro, I'm doing the best I can. You know what I'm saying? Why can't y'all be appreciative? I'm trying to get to the same place y'all trying to get to. And it got so bad for Moses. Did Moses make it into the promised land? No. The nigga lost. Like he was. That's how bad it was. He was supposed to speak to the rock. Damn, hit the thing. Get the damn water out. The Lord was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you to do that. So you're not making it. I'm not gonna make it. No. And he was like, don't even talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it is like, all right. When I saw Commandant General Yohana after this last Passover, it fueled my fire. It put all the coal that I needed in my locomotive to just keep chugging along. Because I'm like, that's the burden right there. To take a nation from 0 or 3 and build it up to where you're taking over arenas, so you're taking over convention centers. Like that takes a lot of strength to not go crazy. You know what I'm saying? And the last thing I want to do is be a burden to the school or to Commander General Yohana. I want to produce. You know what I'm saying? I want to be a fruitful tree. When he come and pick Paul's, when he, you know, the whatever the hell my tree bears, I want it to be good. I want to be like, yeah, these are my brothers, sir, that you gave me. I raised them the best way I could based on the skills and the mindset that you gave me. And I did my mission to the fullest of my capability. So when he comes through, he's like, this looks like, this is a good tree. You know what I'm saying? So, like not to get too far off. That's the burden that Moses had, is getting them from the captivity into the promised land, and all of the ups and downs, all the green candles and the red candles. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got them at the 20 MA and the 200 MA, they in the middle. Sometimes it's flat, you know what I'm saying? But, he's buying and selling with these brothers. He's doing whatever he has to do to get them there. It's just not easy. He takes some L's sometimes, but that just comes with it, But it doesn't mean that it's easy. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
11 and 13. When should I have flesh to give unto all this people? For they wept unto me, saying, give us flesh that we may eat.
Yeah, again, they just being unappreciative. Is that as far as you have read?
Yeah, 14.
Are we back when we
got 2 more verses.
Oh, keep going.
I am not able to bear all this people alone, because it is too heavy for me.
Like, that's a real nigga right there. Levi specifically, you know what I'm saying? You're real Haitian by today's standard. He's like, look, I've done all that I can for them. It's starting to be too much for me to handle. All right. And that's just real. That's real godly, manly to know your limit. To know, like, look, I can't do more than what I'm doing right now without help. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Verse 15, Numbers 11 and 15. And if thou deal thus with me, kill
He
me.
like, if this is what you do, if this is how it's gonna be, just kill me.
Wow.
Knowing the Lord ain't gonna kill him. But he just like, look, I'm through, man. I'm where I can't take it no more. Keep going.
I pray thee out of hand. I pray thee out of hand.
Uh-huh.
If I have found favor in thy sight, and let me not see my wretchedness.
Understand? He don't wanna, he's at a point where he just like, I don't wanna, how would I put this? He would rather die than fall out of the truth. That's probably the best way to put it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is getting too hard for me, so kill me rather than me lose my mind and turn my back on you. You know, see how I don't want to get low at this point. He just saying like this is just a lot, you know, for my plate. Keep going.
All right.
One more verse, right?
That was it.
Oh, that was it? Right, come. So I'm gonna speak for a second. So ultimately, he's just letting the Lord know that it's a lot to bear. They're whining, I'm helping, they're still crying. Lord, it's just me at this point. I need some help. Because remember, when Jethro came around, his father-in-law, he was dealing with everybody's issues one by one. It just, I just want to talk day trading. But think of, all right, no, I don't want to do that. But it'd be like if the president of the United States dealt with every issue. He didn't have no Congress, no House of Representatives, no executive branch, I don't know all because I didn't care when I was learning in school. You know, all of these things, he didn't have them. So he would just take every American's issue. Oh, this is what's happening on my block, in my street, in my hood, and this is what I need. Okay, hey, all right, get them that. 25,000 people later, it's nighttime, they burning torches, and you're like, and they're like, yeah, I need food and stuff. I'm like, God damn, man, you doing that every day, and you got to move these people, and then you got to feed these people, and you got to make sure wherever y'all move to is livable because you in the wilderness. So it's lizards, it's animals out there. It ain't just walking in even if you was in the desert. Guess it's sidewinders in the damn desert. It'll bite your ass. You know? Like it's scorpions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's snake. We know this is what happens to tarantulas. Come on, man. It's things out there that put a hurting on your ass. You know what I'm saying? And he gotta be doing everything. Everything he doing everything. Like it would mess. Like again, commanding General Yohanan. If he didn't have the generals or the captains or the officers or the troopers, just everybody, a young man and a woman, he just got to deal with all of that. Yeah, he gonna have a head of woolly white hair and a beard of white and lines all over his damn face from stress. You know what I'm saying? So this is just an account of even Moses suffering.
And then with that being said, probably not making the best decisions for the people.
Not in the end. In the end, yeah. Because remember, and I'm just using this example. Moses got water out of the rock the first time, the way the Lord said, but the last time he didn't do it right because he gotten so he took it too personal. You know what I'm saying? And you can't. I think the best way to last in the truth is don't take it personal. I don't care if a brother's arguing with you, too nice, a sister too sisterly, she always feisty. Don't internalize it. You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with humans, right? So don't make this thing to where it does you like Moses, where, or like I say, don't be a battered woman. Or what's them type of women? They didn't have so many bad relationships. What's it called?
Syndrome.
They got a syndrome, but it's like, okay, don't be a bag lady. That's probably the best way to put it. Don't be someone that just carries the baggage. You got the baggage of your last relationship, the baggage of your last counsel, the baggage of the last time you and this brother had an argument. Don't be that type of person, right? Salakia means forgive me. And when you forgive somebody, throw that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Turning the other cheek doesn't mean remember you got hit on this side. It means give them a chance to not hit you on this side, right? And when it comes to brotherhood, they might hit you on that side. Turn this cheek so that they don't hit you. You have to be brand new. Otherwise, because the last thing I'm out, let me tell you, the last time I ever do is say, well, whatever, nigga. Because the last time your was on you, I had to be. I'm never gonna pull up the past in an argument. It's childish, and it's feminine, So you just don't want to let your life and the truth be played with, like people that leave the truth, right? Oh man, I thought that brother was gonna be hardcore here forever. So what? You're not gonna trust another nigga because the nigga you thought wasn't gonna leave the truth left the truth. Right? It's new people, and then people that leave the truth come back. Just calm down. Just keep it cool. All right.
Well, if you had to do judgment on it, but the past comes into that. I mean, you don't got to bring it up, but you just know the history. Does that come into play when it comes to judgment? If you are someone who can judge,
Cut. It's like any court records. If the record can be brought up that this is the last time we had the same situation, yes.
or if it's repetitive, or if it's something that the brother keeps doing, it's on your mind as far as how you going.
No, it's not on your mind as far as how you go. It's recorded that this is this person's track record. So it's not, you walk in that like
personal. This is actual.
Yeah, I'm here for this case. This is the case I'm here for. But if this person has a history of doing this thing, it's already been recorded. Well, how many counsels have we been through? 4 counsels. All right, what's the issue? The issue we're here for today. So this person has a track record of doing this. That's how you deal with it, but it's not how you forgive a brother, right? Like how many times shall I forgive my brother? 7 times? That's keeping the count. Like, oh yeah, you did this too many times. Christ is like till 70 times 7, meaning stop trying to reach a number. But if it's going to come into counsel, the counsel is going to have the number. Because they're going to know, all right, brother, this is the 5th time we've been here over this issue. You keep, because it's not you saying it, it's the counsel saying it. Right. It's the 5th time we've been here on this issue. You're not changing. You're not doing anything. So this is the judgment. It's not you judging your brother. It's you saying, in the midst of the argument, we've been here before. Let's not go there anymore. You know what I'm saying? No, sorry. We going there. I don't care. All right, well, we ain't counsel. That's why it's not personal. You know what I'm saying? If you make it personal, then you won't take him to counsel. You just whoop his ass right there. If you keep it impersonal, you're like, well, I'm just taking the counsel, And then if he understands, he won't take it personal. Okay, is that going to counsel? Okay. But at least it's brotherly. It's not feminine. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to always remember, the nigga with you is who you're going to war with. When it's all said and done,
right? That's
your brother on the battlefield. You don't want bickerings now, like right now. So like I know I'm going on. Right now, this is actually cool. This is calm. We in the building. But when Christ gets closer to coming back, it's gonna be gun sounds outside. It's gonna be grenades going off. It's gonna be open the door, dead body parts. It's gonna be war for real in the streets. So that's not the time for a nigga to be like, when you hanging off a cliff, remember the time I told you, you know what I'm saying? Call me Ottawa instead of Ock. You can't be scarred in that moment. Long live the king, and then let me die. I gotta know that you're gonna pull me up. Yeah, we had arguments in the past, but now it's wartime. That don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So we have to learn how to settle beefs among ourselves. But to tie it all back, you don't want to get weary from the first time you have a problem with a brother to the last time you have a problem with a brother, because you'll curse yourself, not him. You know what I'm saying?
So, what you said was so heavy, because it said that, in these times, right now it's calm, but you're going to hear gunshot. It seems like, what's prevalent about that is the fact that your grandfather and them thought that everybody always says we're getting closer to end. But if you think about it, man, the bigger UPK gets, the more we get into the times where You know what I mean? Brothers is coming together, and the numbers is getting right,
Okay.
from which Christ said he was gonna return.
Okay.
They get right, and all these things are starting to really set themselves up. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I wrote down a verse. I think it might be Luke chapter 14, verse 31. Pull that.
Okay.
I've been in the UPK for years, and I've never built a precept book. I'm starting. I should have like 4 of them things right now. But I'm starting now, and it's actually very effective because conversations like what we're having right now, it does make me go in my book and say, okay, that sounds familiar. I think this is the one that I wanted. I'm just pulling off the top of my head.
Verse 31.
Okay.
Luke chapter 14, verse
Let
31.
me see it first before you start reading. Yep. Okay. So this is why, based on what you just said, go ahead.
Luke chapter 14, verse 31. For what king going to make war against another king sitteth not down first, and consulteth whether he be able with 10,000 to meet him that cometh against him with 20,000? 32. Or else, while the others is yet a great away off, he sendeth an ambassage
Ambassage.
and desireth conditions of peace.
Listen, you don't want that. You want to know with 10,000 that you can go against 20,000. Otherwise, you're gonna be in the midst of a confrontation, and then you're gonna have to send one of your niggas out on a horse to go, hey, white flag. Come on, let's stop the war. You know what I'm saying? And that's what the UPK's numbers are doing. They're putting Christ in the position to say, I can go to war, or the Lord to say, you can go to war with earth, with the numbers that we have right now. You know what I'm saying? But without that, it wasn't like that in the 60s. It was about what, 50 years max.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? In the 90s, it was a big number, and in the year 2000, the whole split. So the Lord knew the split was going to happen.
Right.
So he knew the number was going to drop down to Commander Junior Hunter, General Hyman, his rib, and General Al. He knew the number was going to drop down. So that's why Christ didn't come in the year 2000. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all about a king being able to go to war with his numbers. And no king is going to go to war without looking at the numbers and making a decision. Now, what's the number that we need? Anybody know?
144.
Okay. You don't see that 144,000. He's like, no, we're not ready to go to war. We don't have enough of the Slovakia to the people. The class that General Hyman just taught, where Yashikar Ban Yashikar was talking about the fact that brothers left teaching in Spanish because they thought he was the ambassador over the Mexico. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's not the mindset that we have to have. That's holding us back. We have to get out of that tribalistic mindset. We're all Israel. We're all the 12 tribes. You know what I'm saying? So these are just hiccups that are necessary for us to get all that shit out. Once it's all out, now the tribe of Zebulun can come in. Now the tribe of Ephraim can come in. Now the tribe of Asher. They can all come in properly because we know the Judites is going to come through. We already know that. But the Benjamites, we got to make sure they're going to come in, and specifically the Haitians, the Levites. You know, it's all a proper gathering. So between those that are already dead in the dirt and those that are walking the earth, Christ's not going to come back unless he knows with 144,000, he could go against Russia, America, UK, you understand? Africa, you know what I'm saying? It's a reason, a rhyme and reason to all.
It's a lot of them made. No more Crips and Bloods, no more Nathaniels and Nathaniels. Everybody won. Right.
That's stupid.
Once we got that mindset.
I was talking to a brother at the Slade the other day. He was talking, you know, he on the woke stuff, you know what I mean? But And then I was telling him about UPK. Oh, I listen to the story all the time, you know what I mean? So he's like, all right, but then he was like, so here's the thing, I can't get niggas together, so I gotta do it myself. I gotta go to war. I said, hey, Slocky, there's never been a person in the history of war that went to war by himself. That's a fight, nigga. You having a fight, which means that's you and somebody else. When you go to war, you have an army, you have alliances and allegiances that you pledge. You know what I mean? You have to be tied in. I say, so if you listen to Cesario, you know he's tied into an army. He's not out here. He could battle people all day by himself, but he represents an army. And you want to run off and do your own thing, you have a fight now, and you're gonna lose. You know what I'm saying?
And it's just gonna be a personal victory.
It's personal, absolutely. You're not grounding nobody else. You're not teaching them. You're not giving your wisdom into somebody else and building them up. So now it's 2 of y'all. Now it's 3 of y'all. 4. You just a renegade. You were a rebel renegade. You know what I mean? Solo.
When I before I came to the truth, I used to go on the streets by myself, right? Because I would watch a bunch of videos online and stuff, and I have a page, this whole page full of precepts. Because my dumb ass didn't know what the hell I was doing.
Right.
But I was out there, you know what I'm saying? But in watching all of that, it was fake Israelite group in Vallejo where I live, and I went to a couple of their meetings. I took my red, they let her talk, her head was uncovered, all that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. You know, and that clearly they didn't know. They was talking about going to like a some water, some like waters that were angry waters and baptizing people. Like they was an Israelite group that believed in water baptism, stuff like that. So with all of that being said, there was this one guy, I told him like, hey, you know what? I'm about to get in the UPK, man. I've been watching, I'm ready to get in it. He said, oh man, that's what's up. Hey, but you know what you should do? You should just start your own thing and then bring brothers with you, and then all of y'all will go to UPK together. And I told the brother, I was like, I don't think that's how it works, man. It don't work like that. I think you just have to go to the one place. You know what I'm saying? But that was my origin. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't let people convince you that doing it by yourself is the way. No, you got it as one body. That shit is mad.
It's the same thing happened to me before you get, like I said, before you told me to come to class, I was just online. Hey, I was telling brothers the same thing. Hey, man, I'm finna get with this. Joe Muhammad told me I gotta get in class. I gotta do this. You know what I'm saying? Well, man, why don't you just start your own? You know, I'll follow you. Nigga, you won't follow me too. But if I start this cult outside of a cult, then you gonna follow me on that. You know what I mean? It's like, man, it was so out of line. I still tell brothers, hey, Rock told a brother cut the class. I'm like, all right, class. Everybody know class is like 30, 40 niggas. You know what I'm saying? I went there, it was rock. Then the brother patted me down. I'm like, brother patted me down, all in my bag. I was like, what's going on? But then that was my cue. That was my cue to get the hell up out of there if it wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? He said, come to class. It's just him.
Hey, that's an origin story right there.
Hey, you know what I mean? That's where it all started. Hey, you go there, watch it, it's him. I was like, damn.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, I turned around, I was like, that can't be it.
Looking up at the round.
Hey, you know what I mean? I went to all the different rooms, came back.
Everybody went on lunch, huh?
That must be him, man. You know what I mean? So, don't pay the price for this truth, because, you know what I mean? That's our whole region now. The brother got me up under him now. You know what I'm saying?
Rocking out how I got a shout out. And if I may shout out to come my mind, son, for coming through on his own solo.
Right.
Not with his father. Like that's could come, his name is perfect.
Right.
And what he instilled in his sons, man, I wish my sons was halfway like him.
Man, I was feeling that on the way up here.
Just to honestly, like I wouldn't be here if he wasn't in the truth at all. Like truth changed him to the point where I saw it and I was just like, well, if it changed him to this point, I have to. Like I had to. Like,
That's amazing. Wow.
It's heavy because we all did it on just, like I said, we stepped out. He had somebody drawing up plays, which is, and I'm not knocking that because we all should have had somebody drawing up plays for us to show us how good this was. You know what I mean? Like the brothers who born in the truth, like Aria and Sarkai's kids and Natazar's kids, and you know what I'm saying? And I believe
Most of mine.
So, with that being said, they did talk this from, but us ourselves, we was to the wolves, man. We was for the streets.
It's a lot, I made this precept to what he was talking about, John 15:16. Ye haven't chosen me, but I have chosen you.
That's the Bible. When you stop treating it like a fairy tale, and the only way to really deal with the Bible, you got to treat it like, all right, there's Batman, the TV show, Batman. Batman. That's TV. The Bible is Dark Knight, and it ain't Batman. It's Joker. It's the nigga that's like, oh, you're the star. The movie might be named off of this mother, but you're the star. It's grungy. It's black. I think one of the heaviest verses in the Bible is, what good could come out of Nazareth? Nazareth was the ghetto. The Sadducees and Pharisees was like, nothing good could come out of the hood. And then Christ came out of the hood. White people don't come out of the hood. Niggas come out of the hood. Another heavy verse is Hebrews 7:14, if I'm not mistaken, where it says, it is evident that our king sprang out of Judah, the tribe in which no priesthood was given, paraphrasing, authority over. Meaning, like, that's how hood the Bible is. The nigga in charge, he ain't even of the tribe of the priests, but he ended up being the one that David said, sit on my right hand until I make thy enemies thy footstool. Like, the Bible is so black. It's so damn black, man, that it's like, how could this be white? How could God be white? How could Christ be white? It don't even make no damn sense.
Just have you said that footstool, on Facebook or YouTube or any one of those platforms. Look, there's a white man with two black boys. You see now, with his footstool, and this how you know they know. This how you know they done screwed the Bible and turned it into what they thought it was, because they consider us their enemies. And this man had the children of Judah underneath his foot. Literally, like he was literally underneath his foot, like he was a king.
I used to have this picture of a Confederate soldier with a brother. I probably have it on my phone if I search it out. But yeah, it's like that, man. Like, we have been treated like trash in this place, man. And it's only right for us to get back to our proper estate. And what we doing in the UPK, we just try to we're really just letting people know that when it changes, we was here letting you know that this was about to happen. There's the pendulum swings one way, and it got to swing the other way. The beautiful thing about this pendulum, though, is the Lord said Esau is the end of the world. Jacob is the beginning of the world that follows. And it's going to stay there. It's going to stop swinging when we're in God. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beautiful thing about it all. So niggas, Spicks, Redskins, they ain't got to be for us right now. That's fine. The Lord going to get his number. But when we are in authority, it's never not going to be us in authority. So I'll wait. I'll live in the UPK. I'll die in the UPK. And if Christ don't come back before I respawn, then I'll be back in the UPK. And it will be the 254th annual Passover. Fine with me.
Whoa, y'all.
Whoa, man. I don't care. I'm coming back. That's the beauty of it. I'm coming back in the UPK, no matter what.
Right.
So, you know, I figured that out in this life. All right, soldier, let's go. Last 7 verses.
Okay. All right, Numbers chapter 11, verse 16. Wa Amar Yahweh, Mashah, Asapah, Laya, Shabayim, Yash, Mazaquanya, Asherala,
Yashala.
Yasharala. This is a Shar or Asherah? Is that a Shar?
Yeah, sure. Oh, you mean the next word?
Yeah.
Ashar.
Ashar, Yada Ith, Kaya, Zaquanya, Ha'aim, Tarya, Wala Kwa Kath, Thumb, Al, Ahal, Mawa'ai, Wahataya, Tazabawa, Sham,
Or that could have been Tazabwa. It's cool. I'm just saying it could be Tazabwa.
Tazabawa.
Yeah, you know, it's just a play. Go ahead.
Anka, verse 17. Waya Rataya, Wada Bartaya, Anka, Sham, Wa'atazal, Tabia, Man, Haraka, Ashar, Al Yaka, Washamdaya, Al Yaham, Wana Shawa, Athka, Bama Shah, Ha'aim, Wala'a, Tasha, Ta'ata, Labadka, verse 18. Wa'al, Ha'aim, Ta'amar, Hata Kwadashwa, Lamakar, Wa'akotam, Bashar, Kaya, Bakayatam, Ba'azanya, Yahweh, La'amar, Maya, Ya'akonawa, Bakar, Kaya, Bashar, Kaya, Tawab, Lanawa, Bama Tazarium, Wanatan, Yahweh, Lakam, Bashar, Wa'akotam, La'a, Yawam,
19.
19, okay. Yawam, Akkad, Ta'akal, one. Wala'a, Yawamyam, Wala'a, Kamasha, Yawamyam, Wala'a,
Yum.
Wayamyam,
No, it's yum. It's a ya, a ma.
Yawam,
No, it's a ya, a ma, a ya, and a ma. So yum.
Yawamyam,
No, yum.
Yamyam,
And then voila.
see,
Oh, it looks different in there. Okay, fine. Let's see.
Wa'ala, Aishara, yeah, see,
You kind of, it's a yum over here, just so you know.
yeah, okay, someone wants to say Yamyam,
Yeah.
Yamyam, Wala'a, Aisharayam, Yawam, Aid, Kadash,
20.
20, sorry, 20. Kadash, Id, Kadash, Yawamim,
Mhm.
Id, Ashar, Yatazah, Ma'akam,
Mhm.
Wahaya,
Mhm.
Lakam, Lazaka, Lazara, Ya Ain, Kaya, Masatam,
Mhm.
Ath, Yahweh, Ashar, Bakwa,
Baquar.
Bakwar, Bakwar, Bakwar,
Baquar become.
Bakwar, Bakam.
Yeah, no sweat.
Wata Bakwa, La Punyawa, La Amar, Lama, Za, Yatazanawa, Mama Tazarya, 21, Waya Amar, Masha, Shasha, Ma'awat, Lap, Ragoya, see, Hamai, Ha'aim, Ashar, Anakya, Bakwa Rabwa, Wa'ata, Martha, Bakar, Thun,
Bashar.
Bashar, Thun, Laham, Laham, Wa'akawa, Kadash, Yawamyam. Okay, 22. Hatazan, Hatazan, Wabakwar, Yasha Kat, Laham, Wa'ataza, Laham, Af, Ka, Goya, let me see, Dago, let me see,
Yeah. Dagaya.
Daga,
Dagya or
Dagya, Hayam, Sap, Laham, Wamataza, Laham.
So,
Numbers 11 and 16, and the Lord said unto Moses, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, whom thou knowest to be the elders of the people.
so this is after all of that Moses said, this is how the Lord responded to him. He said, look, gather unto me 70 men of the elders of Israel, meaning the wise men. All right? Not so much age as wise.
And officers over them, and bring them unto the tabernacle of the congregation, that they may stand there with thee.
Probably the best example is the story of Job, right? Job would be like me, I'm Job, just doing that for teaching preferences. I'm definitely not Job. But then he had his one friend, his other friend, and then the younger friend, right? Younger friend that people was like, man, this young nigga don't know what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And none of them knew what the fuck they was talking about, including Job. You know what I'm saying? But it's being an elder ain't got nothing to do with your gray hairs. It's on your wisdom. All right, keep going.
Verse 17, and I will come down and talk with thee there, and I will take of the spirit which is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear the burden of the people with thee, that thou bear it not thyself alone.
So that's where you get the 7 heads from. Get it from the Lord splitting the burden on other men. So what the Lord did was he helped these other brothers understand what Moses was going through, what he was dealing with. So it wasn't, again, nothing is superpower, but in this case, it's very supernatural. It's very, picture you could just touch somebody's shoulder and they would know your whole life. That's not what happened. That's what you would want them to have, but it's like they understood. When the Lord gave them understanding, they said, okay, this is what he's doing. Okay, I see why he does this. Cool. Go ahead.
Verse 18, and say thou unto the people, sanctify yourself.
Clean yourselves.
Sanctify yourself against tomorrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye have wept in the tears of the Lord.
In the ears of the Lord.
In the ears of the Lord.
Like, this ain't a beautiful thing. They didn't get Moses' life story. They got Moses' current plight to know, okay, this is what he's dealing with. All right, come on. Chill here. Tomorrow, y'all gonna eat flesh. Since y'all been mad about this mama, y'all about to eat some meat tomorrow, pause. You understand? Since that's all the hell y'all give a damn about. That's all y'all give a damn about. Y'all gonna eat tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Keep going.
Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt.
Meaning the Lord was pissed off at what they said. Because they said, who shall give us flesh to eat? That's what we said. He said, damn, man, I wish we was in Egypt because we got food there. Ain't nobody feeding us out there. Now the Lord saying, since y'all done whipped in my ears saying, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it is well with us in Egypt, it was better to be a slave than a free man. That's what he was basically telling God. I'd rather be a slave than a man of understanding after my own desires. But I'd rather say master than me be a master. Okay, so since that's how you want to be, let me get these elders, man. I'm going to give them orders on what to do with you people. Keep going.
For it, who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt. Therefore, the Lord will give you flesh, and ye shall eat.
Lord, y'all want to eat? Lord gonna give you what you want. Go ahead.
Ye shall not eat one day.
You're not gonna eat one day. I'm not gonna give you enough food to eat on one. Like the Lord is petty. God is super petty, and that is probably one of the key ingredients to understanding God and knowing He's black. He's petty. The littlest. He's like, okay, you want to eat, huh? You're not going to eat just one day and keep going.
Nor 2 days.
You're not going to eat 2 days. I'm not going to give you enough food to eat one day or even 2 days. Go ahead.
Nor 5 days.
I'm not even going to give you enough to eat for a 5-day work week. Keep going.
Neither 10 days.
Damn. Neither 10 days. Go ahead.
Nor 20 days.
The Lord is being petty. He is like, you're going to eat for like 2 weeks and a half. Go ahead.
But even a whole month.
I'm gonna give you so much food you could eat for a damn month. Since y'all miss flesh so damn much. Since y'all want to chew on meat, pause, so damn much. I give you so much meat, pause, that you can't eat you're gonna eat for a month. I'm gonna give it to you in a day. Go ahead.
Until they come out of your nostrils.
Come
Your nostrils.
Until it's just coming out of your damn skull. You're gonna eat so much meat, oh man, come on. I want them on that chicken, mama.
Okay.
Oh man, come on. Secret recipes. Oh, I'm tired of eating chicken. Go ahead.
That's what's a lot. Does that entail that a vegetarian diet is probably the best thing too?
No.
Okay.
This is the Lord just saying, since y'all couldn't
overkill right here.
Since y'all couldn't shut the hell up about wanting to eat goddamn cucumbers and fish and all the things that Egypt gave you, I'm gonna give you so much, it's gonna be coming out the damn nostrils. You ever seen somebody drink some milk and they
get lamb up there?
They're getting too much. Yeah, y'all getting too much meat. Yeah, kill a lamb, kill a damn turkeys every damn week. Dry ass meat. till it's coming out your damn knot. Like this, the Lord was pissed. He was pissed that we pissed Moses off. He was pissed that he had to get some people for Moses to spread the burden to. So, oh, y'all want to eat, man. You're not eating for a day, 2 days, 5 days, 10 days, 14 days. You don't eat for a damn month. So it's coming out your damn nose to you. He basically said, I'm gonna make you sick of flesh. Since you want it so damn much, I'm gonna give you so much flesh. And think about it. Remember, this is not a Walmart generation. Picture what that would look like. Picture what it would look like for a bunch of goddamn quails to just be coming up on you. You wake up, oh shit. It's in your house. All the damn meat y'all want to eat. It's just whatever. I don't know all animals. You know what I'm saying? It's just there. You just be at the cave. You just, now you talking shit in your tent door. Now you open your tent door. Oh, damn. Turkey. Hey, I'm sick of turkey now. Like you beg for something, the wrong beg, you're gonna get more of it than you can have. Check yourself. I feel like somebody gonna want me to move my car, but let's keep going.
Even a whole month until they come out at your nostrils, and it be loathsome unto you.
You loathe it, you hate it. Go ahead.
Because that ye have despised the Lord which is among you, and have wept before him, saying, why came we forth out of Egypt?
The Lord is a jealous God. He did something great for us. And we turned around and made it a bad thing. He freed us from captivity. And we turned around and was like, nigga, we need some meat. He like, well, damn, I'm going to give you so much damn meat because y'all want to be with that other bitch. Y'all want to be with that abusive ass nigga. I'm helping you. I'm giving you the fucking world. Excuse me. I'm giving you the world on a platter. And because it ain't coming the way you want it to come, y'all can't just shut up. Well, guess what? I'm gonna give you they'd be like the Lord. You want some more brothers to come in here? I'm gonna give you so many brothers up in here that you can't even contain them in here, and they all gonna be worthless. It's like I'm gonna give you so much till you hate it, till you're tired of looking at brothers, man, because you won't just wait and let me give you what I want to give you, what I plan to give you, and that is, again, that's why you don't want to play with the Lord, because you be complaining that He ain't giving you as much as you want. He'll give you more than you can stand. That's God. I'll either give you what I want to give you, I'll give you too much for you to handle the burden. That's why personally, I'm cool all the time now. Brothers come in here, outside cry. Brothers leave, okay. They come back, but I'm not going to demand the Lord to fill this building with 80 brothers. That's a burden. Having 80 brothers calling your phone. Shalom started checking in. I got a problem. Oh shit. Hey, call Carter. Oh shit, I got a problem, sir. Shalom checking. Oh, hey, call goodbye. Shalom. Hey, call in. I got a problem. Checking in. Call down. I called him. He told me to call you. You don't want them stress troubles, man. Just let the Lord's will be done. You know what I'm saying? When we try to force it, it becomes low. Even the thing you want. You want your woman to love you? Ooh, don't pray for it too hard. She might love you to the point you're like, all right, bitch. Enough. Get off my leg, you dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't want too much of a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because it can turn around and be a bad thing. So like, check this. So no first. I'm on and that's constant. Where we at though?
Two more verses, numbers 11 and 21.
I'm on the line, sir.
Go ahead. Numbers 11 and 21. And Moses said, the people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen. And thou hast said, I will give them flesh, that they may eat a whole month.
Right. So
22.
what does it say? Moses said, the people I represent among who I am are 600,000 footmen. It's a lot of brothers, man. Like the other one just brought out, man, he made them sick of flesh. So imagine, how many brothers did you say?
600,000.
600,000 men getting sick of eating flesh? Go ahead.
Verse 22. Shall the flock and the herd be slain for them?
Hey, in the class. In the class.
Come on. All right, hey, with that being said, hey, this will conclude the Sabbath service. We said, Martin. You done? Oh, just